Now, there are many different challenges because a lot of health practitioners might want to build a remote health coaching business or want to build a profitable practice or profitable business for themselves, but many health practitioners may never build a scalable remote health coaching business because they fundamentally operate in a wrong framework, which I call the generalist commodity framework, right? And essentially what this means is when you are a generalist, when you're a commodity, you essentially try to help everybody, and because you're selling transactions and not transformations, and you're gonna understand exactly what do I mean by transformational health packages, you essentially are stuck into operating in a redundant way, meaning when you operate in this generous commodity framework, you are stuck into endless one-to-one consultations, right? You need to consult many clients and patients because you are charging low ticket, because the business model as such, it does not allow you to have the freedom to choose the clients because everything is on the low ticket prices, so you compensate via volume. The other part is your entire business practice, it's dependent on you. So if God forbid something happens or you want to take a vacation, if you do not work for 1 week, the entire business shuts down because everything is on you. You wonder, or professionals wonder, where the next customer might come in. The majority of you will find the majority of health practitioners base their entire business on referrals, and we know that in order to build a scalable business and obviously to build a successful business, majority of all of these businesses that I mentioned here, including my clients, we do not rely on referrals. Referrals are great, but that's not gonna be the magic bullet that's gonna take you to 6 figures, 7 figures, or 8 figures per year in income into your business, right? So that is a huge problem. The other part is you cannot choose to work with the type of client that you want to work with, right? There are certain types of clients that you want to work in. Because you do not have the flexibility and the margin, you do not have that type of luxury to actually choose the type of clients you work with. The other problem is it's very difficult to provide great results to clients or patients because when you are a generalist, you're not a specialist, you cannot become an expert of every single problem that a person might have, right? There's a difference when a person is only specializing in treating one particular problem, right? As opposed to someone who is a generalist. As the old saying goes, you are either the jack of all trades or master of one, or like other people say, master of none. When you operate and you're trying to cater to everybody, you help nobody. That is the whole idea of it, right? And the other part is because you operate in this entire model, like the generalist commodity model, it's very difficult to scale because your back-end processes is not streamlined, because every single customer requires a customized solution. And this is if you have any experience into building like 6-figure, 7-figure businesses. Whenever you're trying to add scalability and your back-end fulfillment is not dialed in and everything is customized, it's a total nightmare, and it rarely works, right? And this is because many of health practitioners are doing things that actually hinder their career progression or the business progression, because they fundamentally operate on a broken model. And this is the biggest problem. It's that they are offering commodity services to the market and aim to work with anybody that has a pulse, right? And essentially, when you are a generalist and you're offering transactions, what does transactions mean? You're offering one-on-one consultations as opposed to transformations, meaning providing the transformation that the client wants. And the simplest example, I'm going to use a fitness context, is just selling one-on-one PT session, private trainer session, or selling a weight transformational package, right? That's the difference. A transaction is one-on-one session. It's a commodity essentially. Or a weight transformation. I'm going to transform the body. I'm going to help you lose your entire weight in 3 months, 4 months, whatever, right? When you're offering this type of offering, especially as a health practitioner, and also if you're also a generalist, then you are placed into the negative flywheel of being a commodity, because you are a generalist and you're offering transactions as opposed to transformation. And when you operate in this framework, you can see here, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You are a generalist who works with everybody, and because if you're a generalist that works with everybody, every single customer requires personalization. If every single client requires personalization, you're forced to charge low ticket because you sell transactions as opposed to transformations. When you are forced to charge low ticket, you need to your entire business is predicated on the idea of volume, so you need a lot of customers, a lot of revolving doors. Customer comes in, then it goes. And the other part is you have no money left because your margin is so low. When you have no margin to invest in your business, then obviously you do not have money to invest into recruiting, talented people, improving your service, improving your offer, and scaling and investing money into scaling your business. And then of course, if your operations and then your fulfillment it's not dialed in, then customers gets poor results, because obviously you're generous, you do not fully attend to their problems. And obviously it's very difficult to attend and solve a very severe problem on very cheap type of pricing. So because of that, customers are unsatisfied. They will leave negative reviews. This will lead to lower clients for your business and eventually business failure, and then you are forced to close your entire business. So this is the entire problem with the standard way of operating a health coaching business. Now, if you operate in the different model, what we here at Pathway actually help, and we help our clients implement, and a majority of our clients actually implement for their business. And as you can see here, all of this of case studies that I showed here, and businesses that operate online, you will see that they fully operate on a transformational basis. All of them, as you can see, they focus one particular type of problem, right? They become like a specialist. So when you operate in this type of model, then you will see that's a bit different. When you're applying this exact type of model and you focus your entire business to actually sell transformational health packages that focus on one target demographic, i.e. you specialize and you transform, this allows you to charge more for your services, right? And when you apply this fundamental different type of model in your business, now instead of just being viewed as a commodity, as a transactions, right, and as a generalist where you need to play the volume game and you're forced to charge low ticket because you're not different, now when you specialize, you focus on one particular demographic or one particular type of problem, and then you create transformational health packages that helps people essentially get the end results that they want, right? Because fundamentally people want the end result. Like, people do not want, the one-on-one consultation, the one-on-one PT session, or whatever type of supplement. People want the end result. If I have a back pain, I want that back pain removed. If I'm overweight, I want to be in a perfect physical condition. People want transformation. People are willing to spend premium on specialist and someone who offers that type of transformation. And when you're positioned as a transformational experience, now you do not need to play the volume game and you can charge higher ticket. And when you can do that part, then you enter what I call the positive flywheel, where you as a practitioner specialize and transform. So now you choose your target market and you provide a transformational experience. And because you chose one type of particular demographic, right, this does not mean you specialize in 17 things, because it's very difficult to become an expert in 17 different things or to become known. And in business, the best thing is to be known as the niche expert. It's Cassidy is the diabetes expert. John, it's the chiropractic expert. We have Jessica, who is the Hashimoto type of expert. I mean, when you specialize, then you create a name for yourself, and when you're creating a name for yourself, you become more popular. You're seen as an expert, and when you combine that with creating a transformational experience for your customers, offer transformational packages, then you essentially create a streamlined fulfillment operational process, because when you focus on solving one particular problem or one single problem, it's very simple to fully optimize the entire back-end or fulfillment process for that part. So when the back-end fulfillment process, it's easier than whether you onboard 1 client, 2 clients, 10 clients, or 100 clients, they get the same exact results, right? And when you're doing this and apply our pricing strategies, then you are able to charge higher ticket. When you're charging higher ticket, you have the ability to have higher profit margins, and then you have the ability to work with less clients, meaning you do not require volume in order to make your business profitable. You can actually pick and choose who you actually work with, and this is very important for for you as a practitioner to not burn out. And at the same time, when you have excess capital and profits, you can invest that profit back into your business, in recruiting talented people, improving your product or service, and then working essentially on your business and having the ability to scale your business and not being forced to be stuck working in your business. And that is a clear distinction. This is essentially the secret sauce that helps practitioners that go from maybe earning 5, 10, 15K per month to making 50K, 100K, 150K. It's simply when they essentially operate in this model and they apply this model in their business. And then obviously when you do this exact process, customers get great results, and when customers get great results, then they provide great testimonials. Customers are satisfied, and this increases your client base for your business, and eventually business success. And in my opinion, if you're a health professional that knows how to treat people, but you're not expanding to help more and more people, you're not fundamentally fulfilling your duty. Because if you only try to serve your local market in your local vicinity, like, you know how many people will actually benefit from your treatment, especially when you're offering transformational packages, which not a lot of health professionals actually do as of this moment. Majority of them, I would even argue that 95 or 97% of all health professionals in the world, not just in the United States, operate on the transactional aspect of just consultation. Here's a prescription. Okay, you do it. I'm not gonna, make sure that you implement it. It's just a transaction. If you're gonna get better, okay. If you're gonna come back to a consultation, okay, that's it, right? And you're fundamentally doing a disservice to people because you're not helping them actually cure their problem or help them eliminate that problem for good. So that's why it's very important to actually leverage the internet to create, leverage for you and your business, to essentially insulate you from another potential COVID down the line, to have the ability to reach more people internationally, also have more freedom, because now you're able to work remote. You're not forced to actually come to a physical location. Whether you want to go to a physical location, want to have an office, that is your prerogative. However, if you want to actually treat people remotely, you can do this, as many of health professionals and how many of our clients actually do this, right?